this Kitbash video, we're going to take a look at Batman Western World, product codes, there you go, box art, and let's take a look at my version of the action figure. And before we discuss parts that I used for this build, let's give this guy a quick 360 turn on the review table. Okay, so let's discuss the parts that I used for this build. Crisscrossed pistol belts and pistols that comes from Cowboy Spawn. Okay, so the accessory in replacement for the soft goods that is on the action figure, or Todd McFarlane issued this action figure, that comes from Henry Cavill Witcher figure. And as for the whip, that is a custom made accessory, something that I just cook up with whatever parts that I have in my collection. And I discussed the build of that whip in this action figures video of Tigra's custom whip build. Okay, so same material that I used, just a different handle and a different whip head, and this is made of bendable material, so you could pose that whip as you wish. Since that's bendable material, we have the whip body wrapped around Batman's torso. Okay, so the whip end, that whip end. Okay, so from another angle, here you go, it comes from a Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse accessory. Okay, so we just cut off that portion and glued it on the whip end. Okay, so what happened to the single batarang that came with this action figure? Actually, it's a very nice looking batarang. Okay, so there you go. I made it into a chest crest for the action figure. Okay, just a subdued version. So really, he does not have to display the bat symbol, but you know that this is going to be a Batman action figure because of that. And I also tried taking a peek what's under this head cover. So simple technique. I used a hair dryer, separated the head from the head cover, and it's just molded material. So there's not going to be a full Batman head under that head cover. It's just molded material, wherein the head cover has a groove that's going to fit the top portion of the head of this action figure. That's it. Okay, so for those of you guys who are thinking of taking that off and using that head for another Batman build, then you'd be surprised that there's nothing under there but molded material. As for the Henry Cavill Witcher cape, actually we resized that cape. So the hood, we made a hole on top of the hood and inserted it through the head portion of this action figure. So actually this looks like a semi-poncho thingy, yeah, with a very extended black cape. Okay, so since the cape was also oversized, we had to cut off material on the side and on the bottom, and instead of cutting scallops, there you go, I just made simple rough cuts on the end of this cape, so somehow it looks just torn. Yep, so his nightly adventures, so the cape would snag up on a lot of things. Okay, so that simple a explanation. And as for the side, I really didn't use a cutter of or anything of some sort. I wanted it to look rough, so just made use of scissors, actually a blunt one, so the cut would look really rough. Okay, so there you go. Simple tweaks to make this very bland offering by Mcfarlane Toys into something that looks spectacular. Okay, so really love tweaking this action figure. I've been searching for that Walmart version of Cyborg Superman, the blue, the classic one, to no avail, but I would always see this action figure around. So last hunt for that action figure before I stop hunting for it, I just decided to get this guy and do this action figure build. So that's it. So if you like this review and this Kitbash video, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.